This is a short video demo for the UNIDO Statistics Data Portal. The first thing that I want to point out for University of Minnesota students is that you want to make sure that you are properly logged in through the library website to ensure that you have access to the databases and data sets that we're going to look at right now. The list of databases that are available is down here in the left-hand corner. And if you are interested in older data sets as well, there is this archive button, which if you click on that, you'll see a much longer list. So just keep that in mind if what you're finding isn't available for whatever reason. But today I think what we're going to look at is we're going to compare the InStat2 and the InStat4. The difference between these two commonly used databases for econ students is the 2 is more general and broad. The categories maybe it's just for agriculture instead of grapes or something more specific like that. And then the 4 has more detailed categories. So I'll show you what that looks like. So first let's look at the InStat2 from 2019. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is search for the countries that I'm interested in. Let's do the United States and Canada. And you can see I search for it, I click on the country, and then I use these buttons to kind of add it over here to my selected cart, if you will. So then next I can switch to variables. A lot of students are often interested in data about number of employees and wages. But as you can see, there are a number of different variables here that you might be interested in. Then the time period, potentially there may be data as far back as 1963. It'll depend on the country and the variable. But I'm just going to go ahead and add all possible dates. That's what these two buttons down here do. They either add or remove everything, all of the options. And then I'm going to say that I'm interested in textiles. All right, so now I will go ahead and view the data. And it looks like we've got a number of years available here. So what we're looking at is the United States, number of employees. We've got data as far back as 1963, all the way to 2017, so that's pretty great. I could switch to also checking to see if wages and salaries are available, which it looks like it is. And right now this is showing me in national currency. I could also switch to US dollars. And here we go. It looks like similar data is available as well for Canada. Wages and salaries. And then again, I could switch back to number of employees. So that's the InStat2. Of course, it's very broad in general. We're just looking at textiles overall. So let's say that I was interested in going back and trying out the InStat4. So let's do this one right here. Okay, so once again, I'm going to search for the United States and Canada. I'll use the same variables of employees, wages and salaries. I'll select all of the years. And this time you'll see I have a lot more choices, and again the longer numbers are more specific categories. So if I scroll down to the textile area, I have a lot of different options. Let's say carpets and rugs. We'll just see what we get. And maybe just in case, let's also add spinning, weaving, and finishing of textiles. That might be interesting too. Let's view our data. Okay, so here we're looking at a couple of different codes. Now here we have quite a bit less data available as far as the number of years. So we've got 1997 to 2008, but we are missing 2003. And this is for the United States number of employees. Let's see about wages and salaries. Okay, so about the same. And then if we wanted to compare that to Canada, what would our options be? Okay, so it's a different date range, 1990 to 2003. And we'll take a quick peek at employees as well. Yeah, so it's kind of a trade-off. If you're interested in looking at the INSTAT 4 versus the INSTAT 2, I would recommend exploring both and just kind of seeing, are you able to find more specific data for your project, or are you going to need to use the kind of more general, broader categories if the more specific data isn't available. So that is how you use the UNIDO Statistics Data Portal.